Do you ever feel like you have amazing ideas, but when you share them, they fall flat? It's not that your ideas aren't great, it's that the delivery might need a little work. Today, we're diving into how to communicate your ideas effectively so they truly resonate with your audience. Step 1. Start with clarity. The first and most important step in communication is clarity. If your message isn't clear to you, it won't be clear to anyone else. Think of your idea as a tweet, condense it into one concise sentence. What's the main takeaway you want your audience to remember? If you're explaining too much or going off on tangents, you risk losing their attention. Here's a pro tip. Before you share your idea, ask yourself, what's the simplest way to explain this? Pretend you're explaining it to a 10-year-old. If you can do that, you've nailed clarity. Step 2. Know your audience. Now that your message is clear, you need to think about who you're talking to. Communicating with your best friend is different from presenting to your boss. Tailor your message to your audience. Use language, examples, and stories that resonate with them. For example, if you're pitching a new project to your team, focus on how it benefits the group. If you're talking to a client, highlight how it solves their problem. Knowing your audience is like choosing the right key for a lock. It's the only way to unlock their understanding. Step 3. The magic of storytelling. Stories are incredibly powerful. Think about it. How often do you remember facts and figures compared to a great story someone told you? When you attach your ideas to a story, they stick. Let's say you're explaining the importance of teamwork. Instead of saying, "Teamwork is important," tell a quick story about a time when collaboration led to a big win. For example, last year, our team worked together on a project with a tight deadline. By dividing the tasks and playing to everyone's strengths, we not only finished early but exceeded expectations. Stories create emotional connections, and emotions are what people remember. Step 4. Use your tone and energy. You could have the most brilliant idea, but if your delivery is flat and monotone, people will tune out. Your tone, pace, and energy can bring your ideas to life. Speak with enthusiasm and confidence, and don't be afraid to pause for emphasis. Think of your tone as the seasoning for your message. Without it, even the best ideas can taste bland. A little humor here, a touch of excitement there, and suddenly you've captured attention. Step 5. Nonverbal communication is key. Your words are important, but your body language, facial expressions, and eye contact are just as critical. Stand tall, use hand gestures to emphasize your points, and make eye contact to connect with your audience. Even your pauses say something. A well-placed pause can give your audience time to absorb your message. Think of nonverbal communication as the packaging for your idea. It sets the tone before you even speak. Step 6. Check for understanding. Here's a step most people skip: checking for understanding. After you've shared your idea, ask, "Does that make sense?" Or, "What are your thoughts on this?" This creates a dialogue instead of a monologue. When you invite feedback, you not only ensure your message landed, but you also build trust. It shows you care about their perspective, not just your own. Step 7. Practice makes perfect. Finally, remember that effective communication is a skill. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Record yourself, get feedback from friends or colleagues, and refine your delivery. Every great communicator started somewhere. At its core, communication isn't just about expressing your ideas, it's about making sure they're understood and felt. When you approach communication with clarity, connection, and confidence, your ideas will not just be heard but embraced. If you found this helpful, give it a like and share your favorite tip in the comments. Don't forget to share this video with someone who has great ideas but needs help expressing them. And hey, subscribe for more tips to turn your ideas into impact.